A year ago, we took on a challenge to build the best possible bike alongside one of the most competitive teams in the pro peloton. Today, with every kilometer, every piece of data, every layer of paint, we keep moving forward.
Well, when you have the chance to join a World Tour class level team, that's motivating, not only because of what it represents for the brand, but also because in terms of product development, it represents a big opportunity to keep on improving our product, fine-tune them.
I think Lotto helped us a lot in the development of internal processes. Having a team like Lotto, also the under 23 and the ladies, it pushed all the process to develop new systems of shipments, of ordering, and also the main thing that we implemented last year was the service course or internal one.
So we could say that working with a professional team makes you work also in a more professional way.
100%.
The first year with Lotto, it has been complicated in terms of everyone is new, everything is new.
Bikes were new, people were new, everything. Timings, obviously the cultures.
It has been challenging to enter, to deliver everything in time, to face new products with new riders, new people, new mechanics. But I have to say that it has been super easy, super smooth, this transition with them.
My name is Rodrigo and I work in the sponsoring department at ORBEA. And one of my key responsibilities is managing the relationship between road pro cycling teams and the communication department. Despite of the challenge and the pressure that we had in the beginning of the project, thanks to the effort that all the people involved in the project, we can proudly say that we became an important player in the industry in terms of communication, taking into account the rest of the road pro cycling teams and the rest of the brands.
So the first year is basically learning how to work with each other, no?
Yes, and knowing the riders, knowing the mechanics, knowing the DS.
What about second year?
Second year, there is an expectation. So we need to match the expectation. There is no error margin. We need to target the goals.
Keep learning, because you always have to keep learning. Every year is changing. We have to keep learning, keep knowing each other, building a strong relationship to develop the better product as we can.
Because this is one thing, and then the real use, they come another things. The people is super accessible. Riders, they love also to keep on pushing the limits and testing, providing super good feedback, being constructive and not just criticizing the product. We need to gain in product reliability. And these guys are pushing the limits that hard. That is the perfect complement for us to keep on working. Second year, here we are. We met in October. We promised you some things. The first wheels are already in the track. Next week in the service schools are arriving wheels for training with new hubs that we will ask you to ride, stress, and try to destroy, because this is the best way to understand if this is working or not. And they can finish in the market or not. It doesn't matter. We will see on the way. I see that everybody in ORBEA is 300% committed with the team. Because sometimes it's like 2 or 3 guys that are the faces for the team, but behind us there is a lot of people and everybody is committed with the project.
Yo me encargo del color y de los acabados, todo lo que va alrededor del cuadro, y él es gráfico. diseñador
Eso es.
gráfico.
Y aquí era un poco lo que explicaba, el perfil altimétrico de la etapa, ¿no? Cómo colocarte antes del sprint.
Lo del año pasado fue bastante caótico, fue a contrarreloj, nos llegó de repente Joseba y nos dijo, y hay que sacarlo para allá. Ligero, colores de patrocinadores, visibilidad de Orbea, visibilidad de los logos del patrocinador.
Hablamos mucho más de Orbea se ha juntado con Lotto, Destiny. Este año es, vale, Orbea se ha comprometido con Lotto para desarrollar las mejores bicis. Entonces, teníamos que hablar de las características de alguna forma.
What do you think, Mike?
You can like keep looking at it, like
Coger las dos características, está el Lotto con su heritage, con su historia, color rojo desde siempre, elemento fundamental, elemento seguro, estamos nosotros. Dos bicis súper optimizadas para la competición. Si hay que hacer una bici ligera, tiene que percibirse como tal. Tenemos el carbono, tenemos que enseñarlo, pero también queremos color, queremos que tenga un impacto.
here is Lotto, and then you have the, I don't know how you call it, like the graphics or something, I don't know. It's really nice, it keeps going here.
¿Cuál es el objetivo principal?
Transmitir la esencia un poco del equipo y saber transmitir los valores de Orbea. O sea, hacer que esas dos realidades se fundan.
Now we are working almost as a one team. For example, we have our coordination meetings. This is important because we make the follow-up of the main topics. To be coordinated and with a good communication during these important moments of the year is super important in order to achieve the main goals that we have settled for the project.
Okay, no, what's your role in Orbea?
Inol's role in Orbea is to be the link between both teams and the company in terms of material, communication campaigns, something related with press. For example, when Arnaud Delis won the national champion in Belgium last summer, we created a custom bike for him with the Belgian flag. It was 1 week or 10 days before the tour, quite a stressful 10 days. I remember in Florence, in the team presentation, to have the bike with the flag and everything was new. We traveled from Bilbao to Italy with the forks. Everyone saying that it's a super cool bike. The jersey, all the kit matching.
Every day is a learning process, powering our expertise, and this pushes us to move the limits ahead. When you see that in 1 year, everybody already knows that Orbea and Lotto are building a partnership, it's like, wow, rarely you can do that quick. So this has been something super important for Orbea.